Okay, you know what? I think it's time to start my own channel called Allie Sees Lies, and I'm going to start connecting all the dots of Jubilee's lies. And I'm going to start holding 3-hour live streams about her, and we can live stream each other live streaming. And I'm just going to talk about her in circles, nonsensically, but actually prove that she's a liar. I think it's time. If I'm going to spend some time on this before I leave to go out of town for the summer, yeah, I got a few weeks. I'm going to clear the actual, I'm gonna clear these hoes. Slam dunk on them, as somebody said to me recently, and I like that. Slam dunk on these hoes. Yeah, it's time. And I'm gonna have to go through all these receipts, and yeah, I'm gonna cause a ruckus in the meantime and show you guys what it's like to have horrible things spread about you and how out of control it feels. And guess what? I can actually get views. The second I start posting on these algorithms, all it takes is me coming back for a few days, and we can get things rocking. But Allie Sees Lies. Just in the last couple days, I've seen Jubilee say that she can walk on water, that she has brain tumors that she doesn't need to prove. Honey, if you had actual brain tumors, you would have those scans all over the internet. You have your entire life plastered online. You live online. It's really creepy. Autumn Everland posted about Jubilee the other night, pretty late at night. Jubilee saw it at 2 in the morning, pretty much right away. And she wakes up. Julie, if you're looking at your phone at 2 in the morning, you are in such a bad fucking cycle. She looks at her phone, immediately reacts to it, does some duet or something, acts just as crazy, and then is all offended. Honey, that's what you look like. But if Jubilee Briscoe has a child and she wakes up at 2 in the morning, manic, delusional, and her first instinct is not to put herself back to sleep, not to do any self-care. No, she needs to make a video. And then she starts talking in circles about Autumn. She's like, Autumn, and already starts messing up Autumn's name, already starts making all these connections. She's like, it's 2 in the morning, and Autumn does this, and then this happens, and then Allie's doing this. Like, this is psychotic. And Carissa's sitting there saying, it's fine, we know she's crazy, she deserves a voice. Then go talk about yourselves. Go talk about your fucking selves. And if Jubilee can walk on water and she has brain tumors, especially that are caused by me, I think she could show some receipts. Yeah, let's start calling out Jubilee's lies. I could actually make a whiteboard that actually makes sense, unlike her. Her channel is Jubilee Spins Lies. My channel will be Allie Actually Sees the Lies. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm gonna troll the trolls. Jubilee has gone so unchecked in this situation for so long. And she's saying the most dangerous stuff. And again, nobody's listening to her, but she should not be allowed to just fill YouTube with horrible things. And that channel is coming down. Period, point blank, the end. Oh my gosh, dogs, please. Like, Jubilee, no matter what happens from here on out, Jubilee and Grace are going to be catching such serious charges, and possibly some other people, but those two, oh, and Hags. There's some really serious shit going down. Legally, criminally, I can't talk about it until things happen, and it could take years. So, have fun with that, but I'm going to start trolling the trolls while I'm here, while I have some time. Damn, I have 2 accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers. Might as well. Finally time. I gave you guys time and space. I ignored you. I knew no one was listening, so I was like, Allie, just get over it. You're so much better than these people. Who cares what they say? Yeah, I tried for a long time, but you guys will not leave me alone. Like, they make burner accounts. Like, I'm going to show you guys how many burner accounts there really are. And it's really fucking serious. It's really fucking serious when somebody asks to be left alone and you make hundreds of burner accounts. And it's not just Carly, and it's not just Grace. It's Sleuthy. It's Sleuthy. It's other people. And Sleuthy, you're going down too. All of you. And if you guys can meet someone in crisis and then take the things that happen to them in crisis and then turn around and say that they're violent and all this stuff, like, reactive abuse is real. That's what reactive abuse is. And no, I'm not a violent person. I got pushed to a fucking breaking point and I threw a smoothie one time. And I almost hurt myself. I almost took myself off this planet. When I got pushed to a breaking point that none of you could ever fucking handle. You guys can't even handle being talked about on somebody's stories. You would never be able to handle people taking your platforms, bullying you to all hell for months and months and months, watching every fucking thing you do, screen recording everything you do, trying to put you in jail. Like, I don't play these kind of games with people. You all started these games. Samara and Carrie Ann are rich. They play. No, Samara's rich. Carrie Ann's not. Samara's rich, and she was playing rich people fucked up games with me. And Carrie Ann stays ruining families, stays threatening people with courts, stays making police reports. Like, that's Carrie Ann's whole fucking life. This is not my life. I don't play in dangerous games like this. I don't run in toxic circles like this. My parents are normal, kind people. They've never, like, been sued. They've never, like, what? They've never sued other people in some crazy way to, like, for some personal vendetta. Like, I don't run in these kind of circles. I got pushed into this situation. You guys have harassed me with the police. You guys tried to get the state of Colorado to put me in prison. You had me investigated by the Colorado State Medical Board, by DORA. You had the police. Like, no. You don't get to push somebody to the point that they would throw a fucking smoothie, which that's what autistic people do. I am taking this smoothie story back. They have tried to haunt me with that for months, and I have nothing to be embarrassed about. My whole life was put on the line. I was under so much fucking pressure. I had none of my accounts back. They were talking on the podcast like, you guys, these people, you cannot bully another person to this point, and at some point they don't fucking snap. And my friend Taylor died, and all this other shit was happening. And yes, one day, something small set me over the fucking edge. And I have never thrown something in public before, never. But yes, I'm autistic. I struggle with throwing things, with wanting to, like, break things. I want to break myself. If I could, I would rip my fucking skin off just on a normal day. On a normal day, I want to be self-injurious because I'm so uncomfortable because I'm fucking autistic. And I got diagnosed as neurodivergent when I was fucking 19. They just didn't know it was autism, okay? But I got diagnosed with everything else, so everybody just shut the fuck up about that. You ableist bitches. But yes, autistic people and even normal people get pushed to the point that scary shit happens. And nothing bad has happened since I finally got Hags and Sleuthy out of my life. Nothing bad has happened. Nothing. You guys pushed someone to the fucking breaking point, and now you're trying to haunt them with an autism meltdown. And changing it into, like, this crazed story that never happened. Something small made me snap, and I changed my entire life after that happened. I actually change when scary things happen. I take accountability, unlike all of these losers who sit on these live streams. Yeah, I'm taking this whole story back. This video is for educational purposes only. Okay, wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna get in the shower, and then I'm about to go psycho mode. You guys want to make up lies about people and put them all over the internet and call me a transphobe, like the shit Krissa has put on her page that she calls awareness. Oh, I'm gonna start spreading some awareness about you too. Look at my hair. Oh, and Krissa got on Jubilee's live the other day. I'm gonna post the clip. This is about to get buck wild crazy. You guys are about to get a taste of your own fucking medicine. Let's play ball. I've been so quiet for so long, and you guys just couldn't fucking help yourselves. And now Krissa is trying to put the blame on everybody else, and they're all fighting, and she's scared. And rightfully so. Because the truth is going to make you all... Oh, I wish I could say what I actually want on this app. You guys are so lucky that I have so many strikes. And then we're going to put out my backup account too, where my account's very clear. And I can go viral over there. Let's play ball, guys. Let's see how you like it, Krissa. When the whole For You page is talking about some wild story about you, and I put in a clip of you yelling the other day, and everybody thinks that you, I don't know, curb stopped your husband and kicked him in the throat, and that you're dating a Hamas member, and that you hate white men so much that you found out that you were secretly poisoning your husband, and it's a woke horror story. Allegedly. You know, just off the top of my head. You know, I'm spinning, I'm allowing my creativity. I'm workshopping, if you will. I've been telling the truth for way too long. Why have I been trafficking in honesty with people who never are honest? I'm going to put out the real truth of what happened, and then I'm going to give you guys a taste of your own medicine. And today, Krissa's going to get a taste of her own medicine. This is such... you know, something of the sort. Yeah, see how you like it. When a bunch of random people... And I'll just call it awareness. Like, that's what I heard. I heard she literally, like, stomped her husband's throat into the ground. Like, she's violent. She's violent. And she loves child abuse. I wish I could say what I want to on here, but yeah, let's go eye for an eye. Let me show you what that feels like.
And Allie, is screaming to the public that there is going to be a violent event, and she will be responsible for it. And she will not feel responsible for it as she's sitting in jail for whatever fucking atrocious crime she commits. In the future, right? She didn't kill the Pope. She will, I'm suggesting, based on logic and pattern, kill people, or punch them, or throw things at them, or hit them with a car. Because she's literally in her reposts saying that. This woman isn't saying that, right? This woman is not threatening to drive her vehicle through a crowd. She's like, right, reactive abuse until someone's at their breaking point. Allie's like, you guys are pushing me to my breaking point. You guys are pushing me. You guys are pushing me. And then what, Colorado? Erie police? You know Todd and George aren't going to rein her in. You're not going to rein her in.
That's Jubilee on her live stream today. I just got that clip. See, now people are watching you, Jubilee. And how does it feel? You're going to be monitored very fucking heavily for a long time. I'm also going to be getting in touch with your mental health team today or tomorrow and getting them every single clip of what you are doing. And one of the first questions that's been asked in what's going on in my side of things is, why does Jubilee have all this time to sit at home and run a gang stalking account about you? And I said, I don't know. I believe she's on some sort of disability. I think that the government is paying for this. And I can't say much more, but that's a huge fucking problem. And you clearly can work. You hold live streams for 4 hours a day, every single day at 4 a.m. You are out of control and your mental health team needs to step in. For real. I don't know what they can do, Jubilee, but what is going on with your kid? And she bragged on live stream that the cops didn't even see her child, that she got really lucky, that she just happened to not be on live stream. Why do you put this shit online? She's like, there's no proof of my child abuse. The only reason that the cops took you that day is because you have put so much crazy shit online. You better learn to start taking accountability, because it's coming for you whether you're going to learn to take it or not. And if you are lying to the government, she's watching my stories right now. That post was from today. She's actively watching me from her laptop, from her desktop or whatever it is. Okay, so that's how you stalk me every day. But guess what? I gave you 2 years to try to get your shit together, to leave me alone, and you only got more and more fucking insane. And now she's talking about my repost like I'm violent. Honey, that's called a joke. You want to make a joke and say that I killed the Pope? Oh, you thought that was funny. And then you're going to turn around. You're like, it was just a joke. And then you're going to turn around and be like, but Allie's setting up some mass event. Honey, I've never even been in a fist fight. Okay? And I don't want to be. Why do you want to push people to the point that they snap? Why do you find that funny? Why do you find that fun? It's not going to be fun when you can actually do time for this, Jubilee. It could take a year or two, but you might actually do time for what you've already done. And why would you play around with your income? But see, once you start getting looked into because you're trying to destroy another family, man, stuff starts becoming really obvious. And if you're lying to the fucking government, there's going to be a lot of problems. A lot. I'm going to start spreading awareness about Jubilee like she has about me. Like the fact that Sleuthy talked to your sister and that your sister said that you don't have any brain tumors and that you've been using that as an excuse for years, and that you do have a shoplifting record, though, that you have a problem shoplifting from Whole Foods. And I don't know, maybe you also, kicked your dad in the throat. Do you remember when that happened? Because I heard you did that. Oh my God, I heard that you burned down his house. I heard that you dragged your dad out by his hair and kicked him out of your house because your psychosis about me got so out of control, and I just need to warn people about you. Allegedly, I heard that happened. Should I start mixing some truth, that you're a shoplifter? I've never stolen anything. You are not going to try to paint me out to be a violent criminal, Jubilee. That's a literal joke. And your actions led me to have a public meltdown. And your actions literally caused me to lose my mind. And you're going to pay for it. You already have. And it's just going to continue. And the snake that you've allowed yourself to turn into You're gonna lose everything. For what? And I'm gonna take over YouTube this week. I'm taking YouTube over, and I'm taking that channel. That's another thing that's gonna happen. You are not gonna just run a gang stalking channel on YouTube. But how about I put your sister's picture all over YouTube and, I don't know, tell some wild tales that maybe I heard from somebody somewhere, and maybe you can see how that feels. Maybe you should take some initiative and go check yourself in somewhere. Maybe you should turn off your phone, turn off your computer, and go get real help. Or maybe just hang out with your daughter. What the fuck is going on with your daughter? You wake up at 2 a.m. to make videos. If my mom was ever doing the stuff that you do every single day, I mean, what a tragedy. What an absolute tragedy. And you do not have money to fight me and my family. You know that, Jubilee. Are you lying to the government? It's gonna be real interesting to find out. I'm gonna start calling Jubilee the smoothie bandit, and I'm gonna say that she's been stealing smoothies from Whole Foods since 2020. And she's a danger to society. And yeah, the smoothie bandit strikes again, allegedly. Also, damn it, what was I gonna say? Oh my god, okay, I need to go get in the shower. What a joke that you say, that she says, I don't want to address these people ever again. I'm gonna talk about them in like past tense. Like, they are not, I'm never gonna like address, I never want to address them ever again like that. She's trying to say that I'm so dangerous and something dangerous is gonna happen and it could have been so much worse. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? There's people who are actually violent. You know that, right? Like, you could have chosen someone who actually has a violent past, who's actually had a history of violence. Like, what are you talking about? Do you know how many weapons are out there? Do you, like, you've never been in the world, Jubilee? Carrie Ann, you, all of you guys are so lucky that I am not a dangerous person. And what you're trying to paint as dangerous is literal autism meltdowns. And even neurotypical people get driven to that point by psychos like you. You know what's dangerous? Is you laughing at me after I begged you to stop hurting me after you took my platforms, after I told you I had a mental health crisis. I remember where I was when you said you wanted to talk to me after I got my platforms back. I'm gonna go back and get those clips of you being so fucking cruel. You're such a twisted liar, Jubilee, and you don't get to blame your cruelty on your delusional disorder. If you want to go be delusional and talk a bunch of shit, go do it about yourself. You don't get to do it about other people and then claim that they're dangerous while you're the dangerous one. You are the one person who has put more people in danger than anyone in this situation because you have no ability to stop. And she just said, no matter what, like, she will always be infatuated with me no matter what. No, you won't. No, you won't. Because eventually you'll end up behind bars, and you already could from what's happened. Like, that's not a joke, Jubilee. And like, I can't say anything. Like, I'm not saying that to be scary or something. Like, that's real. You have harassed someone for 2 years through the internet and have admitted to real crimes. I mean, you just, anyways, you'll see soon. But you are actually so unbelievably dangerous, and on top of it, you have a delusional disorder. So how can you even trust yourself? How dare you gaslight the rest of the world into saying that you, like, and that's why nobody listens to you, bitch. Sorry, I need to not address her. It makes me sick to be called dangerous by the person that made me act that way. That's called reactive abuse. Do you need somebody to spell that out for you? And yeah, it's real. And we're all so lucky that it didn't get way worse. I could have just driven out to Michigan. Carrie Ann thought I did. She thought I would do something like that. I don't come from stock like that. But imagine if I did. Imagine if I came from a worse area. Imagine if I came from a more crazy family. Imagine if I came from a family that fucks around like that. Imagine if I matched any of your energy. Imagine if I was willing to do federally illegal things like lie to the USPTO and try to buy somebody's name. Miss me, bitch. With your dangerous shit. The only dangerous person here is you and your new little weirdo sidekick with histrionic personality disorder, Krissa. And you guys are The adults are finally here to take over the situation. Yeah. Yeah, this video is for educational purposes only.